Well, it's the regular season finale, and there is a chance of a playoff berth on the line. It's Steelers and Ravens Part 2. It is sure to be a playoff environment tomorrow at M&T Bank Stadium. It's time now for our keys to the game, presented by your neighborhood Ford store. Let's check in one final time with Bob and Coach. Guys.
All right, Missy, thanks very much. You know, you talk about keys, it always comes down to trench play. And last week, Coach, you had an opportunity to outplay Cleveland on both sides of the ball. You talked last week about Simo, your new offensive line coach, at least for now, and what he's able to do, how to evaluate him. Your guys, with a bunch of backups, seem to do a very good job on that offensive line. How important is that moving forward in this game?
It's huge. We were able to gain enough cohesion to find our rhythm, to get Najee to the line of scrimmage beyond, and then obviously he utilized his talents in some physical matchups against some of their defensive backs to produce the day that we had. Simo was critical in terms of developing that plan, and we needed another good plan this week. It's going to be a critical component of the game. But also we got to acknowledge that we're playing the Baltimore Ravens. They're number one in the league versus the run. They have a strong commitment there. They're also 32nd in the league versus the pass. And so, you know, that cornerback wide receiver matchup that is seemingly always significant when we play these guys will be again in this game. Our ability to get Deontay and Chase and James and others matched up one-on-one with their perimeter people is going to be a critical component of our success. That's how they play football. That's how they choose to play football. And so if things are going to unfold our way, we're going to need some chunks in the passing game as well.
You know, it's interesting, and it's sort of typical of the NFL these days. Baltimore in Week 12 was the number one seed in the conference, 8-3, and they've lost 5 in a row. But, man, all of those games have been tough. They've come down to, like, the last possession of the game. It's just kind of that fine line that you often talk about.
Man, I love it, to be quite honest with you, man. It's the ultimate parity league. It's the ultimate team game. Couple that with some of the challenges of the global pandemic in terms of player availability or lack thereof. It really challenges leadership and planning and depth and the development of that depth. All the things that are awesome about football. And so we lean in on this week with that understanding and that respect for this process. And I'm sure others have gained some of that respect as well throughout this journey.